Hello, it's April from April's Home, and today I'm here to share with you my Tractor Supply and Bi-Mart haul. I was at the Tractor Supply to pick up this big bag of food for my chickens. They're a layer crumble, and it's a little bit too big for me to lift that up onto the table. It's a 50-pound bag, but while I was there, I picked out some fun treats for the chickens, as well as a few other fun items. So I thought that I would go ahead and share this haul with you. I don't normally share Tractor Supply and Bi-Mart hauls, but I thought it would be interesting to share some of the fun things that I found. So let's go ahead and start over here first. I went to Bi-Mart. I love Bi-Mart. It is one of the really handy stores that we have in our small town. They have a lot of just really useful items. They've got a lot of shelf-stable food, a lot of sporting and camping type equipment and things like that. It's just a fun store to go to. I get a lot of my gardening supplies and things like that at Bi-Mart. But what I was actually going there for was to pick up a water bath canner. I have decided that I'm going to start learning how to can and preserve food. I don't want to get into pressure canning at this time. I really just kind of want to, see what I feel about canning and can up some jellies and maybe some fruits and things like that. It's something that my grandma always did, and I loved having her different canned things every year. She always canned peaches and applesauce and different jams and pickles and things like that. So I just thought I would go ahead and give that a try. But when I got there, I realized they were all out of their water bath canners. They did have some pressure canners, but like I said, I'm not really ready to get into that now. So I have ordered a water bath canner from Amazon, and it should be here in a day or two. In the meantime, I did pick up a 12-pack here of some quilted crystal little jars to make jam, because that's the first project I think I'm going to go ahead and try. And I picked up some extra lids as well. Our Bi-Mart was very well stocked with jars and things. And if I make jam and find I like that process, I will probably head over and grab some more jars. And they did have some limits on things, but they had plenty of jars and rings. And they didn't have as many lids as they normally do, but they did still have lids. So if you are looking for those, Bi-Mart is definitely one of the great places to check. So that's what I picked up there, as well as the Ball Blue Book, Guide to Preserving. I figured I have to start there so I can make sure I'm doing everything correctly. I picked up this Pectin just in case they ran out later, just to have on hand if I need it. I'm not sure I will, but I just thought I would grab that while I was there. I also grabbed a couple of Cleanest Green for my dehydrator. Figured I'd grab a couple of those. I also do plan on dehydrating some of our food this summer as well. And then while I was there, I just picked up a few other odds and ends. I needed some ties for my grapevine and for a new tree that I got that I'm really excited to share about in my upcoming garden tour. And then also some vinyl stretch tie also for the garden. I thought I would try out this disposable fly trap. I know that the flies kind of pick up around this time of year. We live in right near a wetland area, a preserved wetland area, so it's all very wet. There's a lot of flies and things, and of course with chickens, I just want to be on top of that. So I thought I would give this a try this year. We'll see how this does, and I may try some other things as well. We don't have a huge problem with flies, but I just want to stay ahead of that. So grab that. Got this cute little pizza toy for a cat. My mother has a cat, and I thought next time I send her a package, I can include this. I thought it was super cute, just a little pizza. I don't even know if the cat will play with it, but it was just too cute to pass up. I got some indoor plant food. I have a lot of succulents and things like that. If you've seen some of my other house tours, you've probably spotted them. So I grabbed a succulent plant food and a regular indoor plant food, and apparently you just squirt this right into the pot before you water it. So I thought that would be really easy, and it'd probably be a good idea for me to feed some of my indoor plants. And then I could never pass up a good fire truck. I love buying these for my little grandson, and I'm sure my other grandson and granddaughter will be right along enjoying all the cars and vehicles that we have there as soon as they're old enough. So I picked up another fire truck, And let's see, this is something that I thought was really fun. I loved the color of this. I used to grow sea monkeys as a kid every single summer. It was just something that my mom always got me, and every summer I would raise a batch of sea monkeys, and it was a really, really fun project. So I thought I would grab this and maybe raise some sea monkeys this summer just for the fun of it. Then I picked up some licorice. They have a really wonderful candy section there with a lot of old-fashioned candy. I love different licorices, and so I thought I'd grab some all sorts and some huckleberry flavored licorice, and then some licorice beans. And for those who do not like licorice, I thought that I would also grab some fruit chews, some Tootsie Roll fruit chews. This was a really good deal, and there are a bunch of flavors in a 150-piece bag, so I thought that that would be really fun to have on hand. I also grabbed some Bear Creek Cheddar Broccoli Soup Mix I thought I would give a try again. And then I love Jiffy Pop Popcorn. I think these are so fun. When I was a kid, we would always pop these up, and I just always thought it was great. So I grabbed one of those for popcorn night. Grabbed some Caro syrup just because I needed some. And then I grabbed this big bag of corn, ear corn, for my little bird feeder area. The blue jays and the squirrel. I have one squirrel, or maybe a couple. I'm not sure if it's one or just a couple of them, but they come for the corn in my garden. And so do, like I said, the blue jays really love these as well. So I haven't been able to find a littler bag. They have had big bags, but I didn't want to have stored up a huge bag of corn just for birds. So I figured this smaller bag here would be great for that. I grabbed some teriyaki sticks, and then also from Reese's, these beef Polish sausages. I've never tried those, so they just always intrigue me. They have these jars there of different snacks like this, and I thought I would give one a try. And then lastly, I also picked out this 6-piece canning set to, I didn't probably need this because the canning, the water bath canner I bought also came with one, but I thought it wouldn't hurt to have 2 sets just in case something breaks or doesn't work quite right, and then I have a backup for that. So I got that as well. So I'm really excited to learn how to do that this summer. And then on to my Tractor Supply haul. Tractor Supply is always a fun store to look through. I love looking through there when I stop in to grab chicken food. Most of the time I just grab my chicken food and leave, but this time I decided I would shop around a little bit just for fun. And also I had seen a big list of the different scratches and little chicken snacks that they have at my Tractor Supply. They have a huge selection, and I knew I really wanted to grab some extra fun treats for my chickens. I really enjoy them, and I love bringing them little scratch treats throughout the day. So that was the main thing I picked up. I got this small bag of cracked corn. And then I got this fun one here called Breakfast Blend with cranberry and flax. That looked like fun. It looks like it also has some mealworms in there, which they just love. They have the cutest little, they make the cutest little sounds whenever I put down scratch. That has mealworms in it. They really love that. And I also got them the oat and mealworm for the same reason. Again, they really love those mealworms, but also it's got little nuts in it and things like that. So I thought they'd have a lot of fun with those. And then also I got them these snack cakes. They look like they're little suet cakes or something like that, but they are seeds and mealworms. And I thought that that would keep them entertained so that they would have a little bit of fun with this snack as well. So lots of snacky choices here for the chickens. Then another item, I picked up some more grit for them. They actually probably don't need much grit. The floor of their coop is largely gravelly, so they have a lot of grit choices for that. But just in case they weren't getting the right size or the right amount, I always like to make sure to have that as well. And then just a nice basic, this is one that I more commonly purchase. Just this little Flock Party Chicks mix, little scratch mix there. This one I thought was extra nice because it has marigold, it says marigold moons and calcium hearts. I don't know that the chickens really care about little shapes or anything like that, but it just looked intriguing to me. It also has some bug larvae in it, and some herbs and things like that, and some purple corn. So those are the types of scratch that I'll be trying for the next couple of months. They had a lot more there as well that I'll be able to try in the future. Right now, I keep my bag of scratch near my back door. I like to, when I wake up in the morning, I like to go out and bring them a small cup of it bright and early in the morning. And it's just not great having a bag of seeds on the floor right by your back door. So I thought it would be a good idea when I saw this, which I thought was just totally adorable. It's got a little hinged lid here and it says feed. I thought that this would look really cute in my living room on one of my little shelves near my back door to hold their scratch in. And I've got a little cup, a little measuring cup that I can use in that, just so that I don't feed them too many things that aren't just their main food. I don't like to overfeed snacks, but I definitely enjoy giving them their scratch. So I thought that this would be a really nice way to keep that with a nice little lid there. And I just thought that that looked really cute. So I was super excited to pick that up. I also thought that I would try these little packets here. They had bigger packets too. But I just want to see how my chickens like it in their water. There's a vitamins mix and an immune mix that you can mix into their water. Again, I just wanted to try it to make sure that they actually liked it. I wouldn't want to put something in their water that would make them not want to drink their water. So we will try these two out, and if they like them, I can get them some more. I just thought it would be a good way to supplement their diet. And then I got a couple of things for my grandkids, a cute little pail here. Thought that that was fun. My grandson really loves coming out with me when he's over to visit the chickens and feed them. I thought we could take a little scoop of feed and put it in the bucket, and then he could carry the bucket and feed the chickens himself, or we can put in some little scraps, vegetable scraps from when I'm cooking, and bring those out to the hens. And my husband thinks he will probably also use this bucket. He loves to dig in our yard, so he'll probably use this bucket for that too. And I just thought it was a cute size. I figured he'd get a kick out of using that. He also loves to follow what Grandpa does in the garden. My husband likes to rake the gravel pathway in our garden, and make it look all nice and clean and things like that. And last summer, my grandson would try raking also with a big giant rake. Of course, he's only 2.5, so that looked pretty funny and it was really, really cute. But I thought he would get a kick out of having a rake that was closer to his size so he could rake with Grandpa. So I got a cute little rake that will be perfect for all the grandkids coming up here little by little. I think I'll get the little kid-sized gardening supplies for the grandkids just to have on hand. They love coming out with us in the yard. And then a few odds and ends. I picked up these Marshmallow Cups at the Mallow Cups at the checkout. They just looked good. And they also had these hanging up, True Lemon, Crystallized Lemon. This is supposed to just be just lemon, citric acid, lemon oil, and lemon juice. I thought that would be nice to have on hand just in case I didn't have any lemon juice in the fridge. Right now I have plenty of lemon juice in the fridge, but I just thought those packets looked kind of neat. I love lemon in my iced tea in the summer and also lemon water. So I thought that would be fun to try out. And we've had a lot of the yellow jackets and hornets waking up in the garden. We were working near the fence the other day and they were just all over that area. And I just wanted to be prepared if any of us get stung. And so I saw these hanging near a shelf in the gardening area and thought I would pick those up. Well, medicine for sting relief. So we'll see. Hopefully we don't need that, but it's always nice to be prepared for those nasty stings. Then we were looking just through some of the animal things and we spotted horseshoes and we just thought we'd buy them to hang up. We both thought that they were pretty fun. And so we picked up a pair there to hang up. We're not sure where, probably in my craft room and maybe by the chicken house. So just a really fun little thing there to pick up. They're very inexpensive. I also picked up a couple of plants here. I actually also picked up a couple of jalapeno pepper plants, but they are out in my garden already. So I've got a dewberry and a buddleia plant. I'm going to start those too. They're just little bare root, little sticks right now, but we'll see if we can get those to grow really nicely. Then I saw these work shirts. They were listed at only $8.99, which I thought was pretty good for work shirts, but they were actually on sale for only $6 and some odd cents, which is definitely a great price. So I picked it up in sort of this brick red, this sort of dusty blue, and then black. So that was a good deal. I'll have to keep my eye out for other deals that they have there too. I was also pleased that they had plus size in stock. That's really nice to find. Not all the stores have that around here. So that was good to find. My husband spotted this book here, The Family Handyman. He loves reading about different projects for around the house. He's really My husband is a very good handyman. He knows how to do so many repairs and building projects. So he picked up this book to have on hand, and also the Field and Stream, the Total Knife Manual with skills and knife use and all that. That's sort of my husband's department. This was a really nice book. It had little metal edges here to keep it sturdy. Just different information. A lot of the men in our family really enjoy taking care of their knives and things like that. So picked up that for him, and then I grabbed 2 magazines here. These are magazines that I've always read over the years. I really enjoy them from time to time. I always look on the cover to see if they have any topics that I'd be interested in, and this one of course caught my eye with Pantry Independence and about chickens here. I've actually already been reading the article about the chickens. That's some really good information in this about feeding chickens and things like that. And so I'm looking forward to reading the rest of this. Also, growing celery. That's something I would like to try too. I've only ever grown celery from the base of celeries that I've cut, which does work for me, but I thought it would be interesting to read that as well. And then The Backwoodsman is also one both my husband and I enjoy. There's a lot of really cool projects in these magazines and stuff like that. I thought Gardening by the Phases of the Moon sounded interesting, and the In Defense of the Outhouse sounded like an interesting article as well. And I'm sure just my husband and I will get a kick out of looking through this Backwoodsman. We haven't bought magazines in a while, so I thought it'd be nice to get a couple new magazines to leaf through. And then lastly, I found this really cute set of towels here. Chicken math. This is how it works. As you can see, it says 2 chickens and there's actually 3. Oh, I'm just going to have 4 chickens, and you can see there's 6 there, and then 6 chickens. That's when you just get all the chickens. So it is really tempting to always have more chickens. I'm kind of limited by my space, so I can't have this many chickens. I sure would love to, though. There are so many beautiful varieties. It's definitely one of my goals to have a little bigger piece of land so I can raise as many chickens as I want and try raising all of the different beautiful varieties of chickens. I really do love my chickens that I have right now too. They're really beautiful. And then this nice just basic little stripe here in this really pretty sort of turquoisey teal color. So I couldn't pass that up. I thought that that would be a fun towel for my kitchen. So that is my Tractor Supply and Bi-Mart haul, getting all ready for the gardening season. We've been very busy out in the garden, and I hope to share my first garden tour of the year here coming up with you really soon as the weather decides to cooperate. We've been having a very, very rainy year, but every time the sun comes out, I get out in my garden and it's coming along really nicely. So I hope you enjoyed taking a look at my Bi-Mart and Tractor Supply haul. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.